everyone's joining. Today I'm going to be talking about contemporary books that I want to read. So I kind of did this video a couple of years ago for fantasy, like all the fantasy books that I want to read, but today I want to talk about some contemporary books that I want to read because I honestly, they always help me get out of the reading slump, which is really helpful, but I know I have a lot on my shelves that I want to read, but these particular books that I'm going to try to prioritize and yeah, just to see what I want to, which contemporary books I want to read. So let's talk about them. So the first contemporary book that I want to read is Stay Sweet by Vivian. This is about a girl who works in an ice cream shop and who the owner just died, and then the owner's nephew takes over the business, and that's all I know about it. I just think it's a perfect summer read because, I mean, ice cream shop, who wouldn't want to go to ice cream shop in the summer? So yeah, I really want to read this just because I heard it's cute and I've heard some good things about it, and yeah, I'm just really curious about it overall, and hopefully it's one of the ones that I enjoy, and plus is a 5-star prediction for me. And the next contemporary book that I want to read is Boyography, Autobiography by Christina Lauren. This is about a boy who takes creative writing class, and then he ends up partying with a classmate, and he falls in love with them, I believe. That's all I know about it, but I've always been a sucker for books that has characters that takes creative writing class. That's one of my favorite classes in high school, and I'm just always a sucker for that, and I'm just really excited to try it out. And it's been on my shelves for so long, and I've just been wanting to read it because of that, and hopefully I do pick it up soon because I've heard nothing but good things about it, especially when it first came out. And the next book that contemporary book that I want to read is Wanderlust by Jen Malone. This is about a girl whose sister gets sick or something. I don't remember, and then she takes her sister's place for a Europe tour, and then she meets this guy. That's all I know about it. I've heard about it from Haley and Bookland years ago, and then I've heard nothing but good things about it from her, and I honestly like reading books about travel and stuff. I just haven't read it a lot in a while, but I'm just really want to pick this up because it's another book that has been sitting on my shelves for a long time, and I do really want to pick it up just because it's been on my shelves for so long, and hopefully I end up enjoying it like any other contemporary books from this stack. And the next contemporary book that I want to read is History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. This is about a boy whose ex-boyfriend died from a drowning accident, and then he ends up meeting his ex-boyfriend's boyfriend, and they kind of form a friendship to cope with his death and kind of form a relationship. As far as I know, I heard it's cute, and I do really want to pick it up. I never read any Adam Silvera book before, and I do want to give him a try because he's one of the popular authors out there, even though I haven't heard much about his works other than this one, and then They Both Die at the End, as far as I know, but I do want to give this a try because I've heard nothing but good things about this one, as well as his other, nothing but good things about it, is what I'm trying to say. And the next contemporary book that I want to read is Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon. This is one of my most anticipated release from last year, and I still haven't picked up, but it's about a girl who's like done with relationships, and she goes to this dance class, and then she meets this guy. That's all I know about it. I loved her books. The Sun is Also a Star is actually my favorite of hers so far, so hopefully I end up enjoying this one. And the funny thing is about this one, this had a cover change for paperback, and I probably will do another video about that in the future, but I really wanted to read this, but I didn't pick it up yet, so I'm just excited to pick it up when I can, and hopefully sooner rather than later, because I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I've been really excited about her new release, because I don't think she released a new book before this one in so long. So yeah, I still want to read as soon as possible because it was my most anticipated release from last year, and I'm just been excited to read another book from her. And the next book, the contemporary book that I want to read is A List of Cages by Robin Road, which is about a boy who's like becomes a schools like colleges, and then he runs into his former foster brother that he hasn't seen for so long, and that's all I know about it. I like a good story about sibling relationships, whether it's biological or foster kind of a foster family relationship, and I just heard nothing but good things about it when this first came out, and I haven't heard much about this book since then, and I do hope I really enjoy it because it sounds like a really good story and like kind of like friendships reunite kind of stories I'm also a sucker for. So yeah, it's definitely one of the ones I definitely would like to pick it up sooner rather than later. And the next contemporary book that I want to read is Throw It Like a Girl by Sarah Henning, who's the author of the Sea Witch duology, and I forgot the series called, but she wrote the Princess Who Will Save You, and the rest of that series I forgot was called, but this is her first contemporary book that she wrote, and this is about a girl who's lost her scholarship from her old school, and she moves to a different school and tries to join the softball team from there, but then an injured football player, a quarterback actually, don't know how long his injury was going to last, so she decided to take his place. So it sounds like a really cute story, and I honestly been curious about it since I didn't know she wrote any contemporary books, but I'm excited about it either way. And there's another one that I want to try to read soon because she's becoming one of my favorite authors, and I'm just really excited to pick it up, and I hope that like I said in other books, I hope I end up really enjoying it like her other books. And the next book that I'm hoping contemporary book that I hope that I want to read is The Felon Boyfriend by Casey West. All I know about this book is about a girl who's like ask another guy to be her boyfriend or something. It's been so long since I heard about this book, but I haven't read it yet, and I heard mixed things about it, but I do want to read it because I really enjoy Casey West books. I haven't read any of Casey West books in so long, like 4 or 5 years ago, so I'm just like, I do really want to pick this up because I really heard good things about her other books as well, so I definitely want to pick this one up because it's been in my shelves for so long, and I'm just hoping I end up enjoying it as much as her other books. And another contemporary book that I want to read is One True Loves by Elise Bryant. This is a companion novel to Happily Ever Afters. If you haven't read Happily Ever Afters, it's about a girl who wants to create her own story, so she attends creative writing class, and then she meets its boy, and that's from what I remember, and I just read this last year, and this is an anticipated release for me for this year, and I still haven't picked it up, and I do want to read this because follows one of her friends, I think, who's going to go on a cruise, and that's all I know about it, and I'm just really want to read it, and this is definitely one of the ones that are on top of contemporary books that's on top of my list, and I'm just really want to read it because it's the most anticipated release, and hopefully I pick this up sooner rather than later like any other books from this list. And the last contemporary book that I really want to read is Always Never Yours by Emily Wibberley and Austin Zygmunt Broca, and this is a contemporary book that's Romeo and Juliet retelling basically, and I've heard nothing but good things about it, same as their other books, and I really want to give them a try because I heard nothing but good things about it, specifically this one, just because it's a Romeo and Juliet retelling. I'm just like a big sucker for any Shakespeare retellings, and this is another 5-star prediction of mine, and I do really want to read it, and hopefully I do, because this really, even though it does look a little thick, I don't even know how long this book is. It's about 350 pages, and it seems like a really quick read, even though it looks thicker than it is, but I do really hope I end up enjoying it. Like I said, I'm a big sucker for any Shakespeare retellings. So that's all for all the contemporary books that I want to read. If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up and comment down below what contemporary books that you want to read. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you notify when I post new videos. Also, you can follow me on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, which all links will be down below for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!